So after a very bullish weekend for Bitcoin and Ethereum, you may be feeling a little bit locked out of the move and unable to get a trade entry. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the trade entries that I'm looking for on potential pullbacks on BTC, Ethereum, and on a few altcoins as well. So let's get into it. Starting off then with the news that we talked about on Friday, which is of course the spot ETH ETFs go live tomorrow. So as you can see from this article on Fortune Crypto, the ETFs are expected to go live tomorrow, Tuesday, the 23rd of July. Now, if we take a look back on the charts, of course, we remember that the BTC ETFs went live back on the 11th of Jan, and we actually had a bit of a spike to the upside and then a decline. So we spiked up to about 48.8K, and then over the coming 2 weeks, we retraced about 20% down to 38.5K before making our way on that huge rally up to new all-time highs of 73K. So are we going to see something similar on Ethereum? I'll be going over that in just a second. But first, let's talk about Bitcoin and some potential retracements on that. So as we know, we've deviated back inside this daily range low of 60.5K and have been in a very bullish trend since. Hit a nice, or formed a nice higher low back here on 63.3. This previous level of resistance came back down, retraced, bounced off that, created a higher low. Very nice indeed. So at the moment, we're currently holding above the daily mid-range of 66.8K. And now normally mid-ranges are typically bad areas to get involved in trades. You know, don't diddle in the middle. Very rarely act as very good support and resistance. However, what can be said for this current mid-range on this BTC daily range is that, yes, for this period of time, as you can see, pretty bad in terms of support and resistance, very choppy all through March and April. However, in and around like late April, it actually became pretty good support and resistance, as you can see. So it's resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, then it flipped to support, as you can see, support, 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 then lost as support again and flipped to resistance. So it's actually been quite a nice respected level over the past couple of months. So we'll see if that continues to be the case. If not, the next levels I'm looking for on a retracement, one is 65K. So this area where it was previous resistance last Tuesday and last Wednesday, the previous high. So come back, make another higher low there and continue. It's also, if we grab the fib, go from the start of the impulse at 63.3, take it up to the current local highs of 68.5. You can see that the 618 lines up very nicely with that 65K area. So that's definitely my first area of interest where I'd be looking to long. If we lose that, the next day level is of course a retest of this 63.3K level support, which lines up very nicely with the moving average 21. So wouldn't really want to see a daily close below that. If we start trading below 63.3, then I think the trend may well be lost. And then we're looking at retesting that daily range lows of 60K, which we really don't want to see. We want to keep this trend, keep this strength, keep the momentum going. So we could either bottom here at the daily mid-range of 67K, lose that next level 65K, which, as I say, I would be looking to get long on that, and I'd have a second order down here at 63.3 in case we get that deeper wick and retest of the daily moving average 21. So that's what it's looking like on Bitcoin. In terms of Ethereum, again, had a nice bullish trend, put in a higher low last week on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It didn't go up as high compared to BTC because BTC had a really good weekend. ETH just pretty much recovered from the dip it had on Tuesday and Wednesday. So in terms of retracement, again, we've got a nice level here at 3363, or call it 3350. Nice level of previous support and resistance, as you can see, all the way throughout June and July. It would also line up with clearing out the liquidity below the wicks from last week. It'd tag the moving average 21 and probably be a retest of the RSI 50 as well. And as you can see, we've got a nice green trend bar both on BTC and Ethereum on the LC trend and momentum indicator. So momentum is certainly to the upside. So that'd definitely be my first area of entry on Ethereum at 3350. Go below that and you're looking at this day level 3250. Again, really don't want to see a daily close below that. That's been a solid level of support and resistance all throughout the year. And if we were to lose that, we'd have obviously lost the moving average 21 as well. So a loss of that big support, I would think that that would be a big loss of trend and momentum. And so we would probably be looking at retesting these levels down here at the high 2Ks. But as I say, first port of call 3350 and 3250, I think they're really good areas to potentially jump into long should we get the pullback. So moving on to some alts, and these are some trades that I've put into the Learning Crypto Traders Lounge. If you don't know what that is our trading community, all on Discord. So as you can see, these are all the chat rooms you have access to when you join. This is the trades itself. So all the trade calls get put in here by myself and the other analysts. You can see at the top as well, we have the trade success room, and you can see plenty of profitable trades coming in every day. So we also have traders live stream. So every week we have a traders live stream Monday 8 a.m. till 9 p.m. UK time. We'll obviously be doing that tonight as well. So if you're interested in joining, checking it out, we have a free Discord you can join, or head to our website learningcrypto.co.uk, scroll down and you can join either just premium or the traders lounge as well. We also have a huge offer on at the moment, so use promo code summer crash for 50% off of your annual membership plan. So as I say, go check out the website learningcrypto.co.uk, link in the description below to find out more. Anyway, let's move on then to the trades themselves. So as I say, these are a few of the trades that I've put in the Discord. So the first one is Algo. If we take a look at the weekly time frame, so probably due for a pullback on Algo. We've had a nice little rally from the bottom here up to this weekly level of pretty much 40%. So if we take a look at this weekly level here, weekly range low, acting as resistance at the moment, so should be a nice area for a pullback. If we go down to the daily, the area I'm looking to get long from is about 15 cents. So you can see a big level of support and resistance in the past, also where the moving average 21 is sitting, probably going to coincide with a retest of the RSI 50, and we have got a green trend bar on the LC trend and momentum indicator as well. So I'm looking for a bounce here. I'll take TP1 at where these previous highs are, and then hopefully ride the trade up into a deviation of the weekly range low and take profit here at 17 cents. If we, as you can see, big level of previous support, probably going to be heavy resistance. If we get back above that, then I'll look to re-enter a new trade in and around a retest of that 17 cents area. AVAX, if we go onto the weekly time frame, again had a nice strong impulse last week, as you can see. Deviated back inside this weekly range low of $29. However, just tagged the moving average 21, so looking like a good area for a pullback. If we go to the daily, the area that I'm looking to get in long from is a pullback retest of this $30 daily level of support. So you can see there's big resistance here. Then we had this big impulse yesterday, looking for that pullback now and jumping in long there. And as I say, we've deviated back inside this weekly range low, so this would just be a slight front run of a retest of that. Look to take TP1 at this day level of $33, this previous high here, and then ride the trade to front run the weekly mid-range at this day level of around $38. So that's what I'm looking for on AVAX. And then finally Doge, not so much for a pullback, more of a opportunity to jump in now. So on the weekly time frame on Doge, you can see again nice weekly impulse that we had last week. Weekly candle close above the weekly moving average 21 and above this weekly level of support at 13.7 cents. And this was a huge level of previous resistance and support, as you can see. So it was resistance here back on, I need to get a new trading view. So back on the 2nd of May, resistance, and that sparked the decline all the way down to the all-time lows. Resistance here when we spiked up in October of 2022, and then huge support once we got back over it in February. You can see support all the way through from February up until about June time. So hopefully another huge level of support as we go over the next few weeks. So we're above that, we're above the RSI 50 on the weekly time frame as well. So a nice little entry right on this weekly level. So your invalidation is a clear weekly candle close below this and or the weekly moving average 21 as well. So it might take a few weeks to play out, but I think this is a really good entry, and as I say, fairly wide stop loss, low leverage, positional hold, and yeah, we'll see whether that plays out. It might chop around for a little bit. It might take a few weeks to play out, but I'm looking for a long all the way up to 20 cents at these previous highs here. So that's what I'm looking for. What do you think is going to happen over the coming weeks with Bitcoin and Ethereum? Do you think the Ethereum ETF is going to bring a correction, or do you think we are going to go straight to new all-time highs over the next coming weeks? Know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video.